Everyone's evacuating from 9 Mile Falls and Airway Heights. Oh my God. Francis is wall-to-wall cars now. Oh my God.
Anderson and her husband were camping on the Spokane River in Washington state when they saw huge plumes of smoke emerge from behind them. Anderson told CNN the couple decided to escape, fearing for their safety. Within half an hour, the Mitra Rock fire had pushed towards where they were camped. Wildfires are raging in eastern Washington with little containment, according to authorities, and 3 major fires are threatening parts of Spokane.
Oh my gosh, bro. Holy crap. I can feel the heat.
It's hot. There's a car.
Oh, they're turning around.
It's coming from over there by the back road.
This is a nuclear bomb going off in our neighborhoods, and it's not like forest fires because this is condensed into where it's demographically a lot of people. So it's really tragic.
The primary mission is life, structure protection. And so wherever those two things are, those are the number one priorities for the firefighters.
I'm going to give you guys my reaction at the end of this video as someone that was boots on the ground during the recovery in the Eaton and Pacific Palisades fire in Southern California. And there was a lot of things I learned out there, guys. And one thing that was shocking was how in some areas, it seemed like the trees weren't even touched, but right next to those trees were puddles of cars that looked like this. And I grabbed this piece of car right here that used to be from a muscle Corvette looking vehicle. The good news is it finally seems like they caught the guy.
Announcing an arrest in connection with one of the wildfires burning out of control in Washington. The Spokane County Sheriff's Department charging 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci with a single count of arson.
When he was detained in the early stages of the fire, he was found to be in possession of some waterproof matches and a butane lighter.
In eastern Washington this morning, aerial images revealing the blaze's destructive path as residents begin returning to the wreckage where their homes had once stood.
We took 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci, a convicted felon, into custody on a single charge of arson in the first degree. About 3 o'clock this afternoon, an arrest warrant affidavit and a search warrant affidavit were presented to Judge Zamblin. She signed the arrest warrant and set a $1 million bond on Mr. Farnacci. Mr. Farnacci is currently in custody and being interviewed by detectives.
Some of their houses had been destroyed. And then, you're hearing hope from some of them that they were okay. But this particular neighborhood has been pretty wiped out. About 30 minutes before it jumped the river, my husband and I were seeing how bad it was. And we told the kids, we don't want to scare you, but we think you should start preparing to grab some things. And within a few minutes, the power went out and it was go now, go now. We just love this community. What would be better than living at a state park, right? Like right next to the state park. amazing, right? Everything, hiking, biking, everything. Never dreamed of wildfire danger.
As more than a dozen wildfires scorch Washington state. More than 60,000 people forced to flee their homes.
Oh my God.
3 major fires are burning out of control near Spokane. Hundreds of buildings and homes charred and left in ruins.
I don't think I'm going to rebuild here because I don't ever want to have to relive a fire coming up this hill again.
Returning to what's left for some, there's nothing but heartbreak.
And I lost my dog Diamond, and my little daughter lost her kitty cat Bubbles, and I lost Henny Penny, my chicken. It's hard, but I'm thankful that my children and my grandchildren all made it out of the property.
Firefighters battling some of the worst wildfires here in 3 decades, driven by drought, dry, hot, and windy conditions, and supercharged by climate change.
It's devastating. It's something we've never seen before. It's a fire that just moved quickly. As our crews went in, it's something that hadn't been seen before.
Officials believe most people have evacuated, but are chasing down reports more than a dozen people could be missing.
We are encouraging people who have not been able to contact a friend or neighbor or relative to file an official report so that we can do, law enforcement can do welfare check.
I hope this isn't the last time I see my house.
I grabbed my wedding album. I grabbed the kids' baby books. I grabbed pet supplies, put that in the cars. And within a few minutes, the power went out. And it was go now, go now. For my kids, it would mean anything for them to find anything, even if it's broken up stuff. My sister died almost 19 years ago now, and I lost her ring. It's the only thing that I have of hers. And I haven't had a chance to go get a metal detector that can detect gold, but I have been told that you can find that sort of thing.
This was my childhood home. My family lived in for 18 years. My dad had actually just finished paying off the house. Yeah, he worked really hard for that.
First drone footage is coming out of Spokane, Washington right now, and you can see the devastation is immense. This is just north of Indian Trails Elementary School in Kathleen Lane and around that roadway network, and you can see absolute devastation. I want to point out a few things. You can notice how all these houses around this specific block have been impacted, but then right on this cul-de-sac, complete houses untouched. This is the stark reality of wildfire damage, where house construction and random wildfire interaction can make the huge difference between damage. Of course, there still could be smoke inside the homes that could have destroyed them internally, but this is just absolutely frightening to see overall. A very frightening view. And also another thing I like to address is look at the trees. A couple of them, and a lot of them don't look like they're burned or impacted. A lot of this fire in this area was ground level, and a lot of these trees have adapted. They've evolved in which they can survive fires like this, but homes are built in a way in which they can ignite, and if there's any flames that could start around them, they can be absolutely devastating in the region.
People who are suffering right now in our region from either loss or uncertainty, everyone here, our hearts go out to you. We are here for you for the long term.
That's gas burning.
Some 60,000 residents in the Spokane area have been evacuated, hundreds finding shelter with the Red Cross. Bob Ferguson, Washington's governor, said recovery would be long for many.
There are just so many Washingtonians who have literally lost everything in a very, very short period of time. Just in a matter of hours, their lives changed in deeply dramatic and fundamental ways.
My dad had actually just finished paying off the house. Yeah, he worked really hard for that. And I'm really grateful for everything that he was able to provide for my family.
Crews are technically battling 3 fires, the Autumn Lane, Fairview, and Old Trails Fire. Together called the Spokane Complex Fire, it's already torn through more than 7,000 acres. Satellite imagery from NOAA shows the magnitude of the fires and smoke affecting the Northwest.
They wanted us to evacuate, but the waves were crashing, the wind was blowing, it was smoky. Figured we were safer just staying put on our beach.
High temperatures, dry air, and strong winds have made for extraordinary wildfire conditions. Firefighters from neighboring states are helping in the effort.
Just wasn't enough rigs with how many fires we had going and how large the fire got, with how quick it was jumping through multiple neighborhoods. Nobody is capable of handling that in this country.
Cooler temperatures today and tomorrow offer hope that firefighters can start to contain the fires, which are being called Spokane's worst natural disaster to date.
That's absolutely devastating and traumatic for that community. So they're going to be in my prayers. Now, a few things that I'd like to tell you guys. Number one is if a fire is coming, you want to evacuate immediately because some of these fires can spread at rates like 60 miles an hour. So you want to leave immediately. And sometimes what helps is if you turn on your water right before you leave. Now, I know there's going to be a giant water bill, but better that than your entire house being burnt down. Now, you're going to want to take any precious belongings with you so long as you can grab them safely. One of the residents that I interviewed in California said that that is one of the things that she wished she had done. Granted, she had no idea that she was going to leave her house and come back to her house as a pile of ash minus the chimney. Now, another thing I want to bring to your attention is make sure you have the right fire insurance. A lot of the places that got hit, at least in California, didn't even have enough insurance coverage to pay for the entire damage. So a lot of those homeowners were forced to sell lots that were now toxic. And once again, you guys, prayers for everyone that was impacted in the Spokane, Washington wildfires.